Suddenly thought I had gone blind. That was not a lot. 52. That is not a lot, so we will need another one. Oh, there's one just over there. What is that red mist? That is kind of scary in a weird way. No, not scary. It makes me uncomfortable. That's more because I don't know what it is. As a human, we always seem to maybe not fear the unknown, but makes us uncomfortable. Yeah. So I'm going to change planet now because I'm going to the Paradise planet. Or should I try to find the last animal? That's another thing I do a lot. I can't take them because I need a advanced laser to do that. Unfortunately, that would have been great. Another thing I do a lot is I'm looking at the buildings I find around. Some is very useful, others not so much. But the thing is, you can very often find a thing or two, if nothing else. So this is really not a building. It's more like a campsite. So, and normally I would say, is there any other? Yeah, there's one there. And then I can, on some planets, jump from building to building, and as I said, sometimes it's something useful. That's always where you kind of find a thing or two. I'm not going to give any major spoilers at this point, but of course if you stick with me you will see a thing or two. This is a trade terminal. They are quite useless. Well, of course you can buy things, and yeah, certain things you will be needing. You can sell things. And that's kind of how it is. What I'm going to do now is to go to the Paradise Planet, one of them. And then I will build the base there, because I prefer to have a good planet to do it on. So there. But also, because I know I'm going to do stuff on the planet, then it is kind of nicer to have one with a proper environment, not toxic storms and everything else. There's a lot of water here. Wow. I would need a little bit more land. Some there. This you can build on an island, or later you can actually build under the sea. But the thing is, I prefer to have a little bit more land nearby, at least. So you have some trees where you can gather carbon from. Oh, this actually looks like a nice place. A little bit hilly, but apart from that, it's actually not half bad. So there's of course new animals here. There's things in the water. Not that I need that right now. That one I actually don't like. And of course you can improve your scanner down the line so you get more money out of it, and so on and so on. There is so much. The longer you stick out here with me, the more you will be introduced to these things, because we all kind of use those one way or another. But just think about, you might be sitting thinking, how do I fill in the blanks? And that's normal. That's kind of how we all end up. When I started playing, there was no kind of tutorial. You were literally chucked on a planet and you have to sort out how you survived. And yeah, you would die. That was just how it was. You would die. And yeah. And for some people that was enough to instantly go, no, this game is not for me. And fair enough. Not all games is for everyone. That's not how it is. We do have favorite types of games, favorite things we want to do, and that kind of things. And that is absolutely fair enough. I can weirdly enough understand that. The same as there's games where I say, nope, this is not for me. This is absolutely not for me. So I'm going to put up the base computer. And it's checking if anyone else has this as a base. So now it's going to give me some blueprints for a couple of things. That's very useful. So that's one place to start. So that I'm going to do. It always do that when you are building a base in the start. Well, this is not going to be the end product, to be honest, but this is enough to actually be protected from the I just built the cheapest walls I have for now, because that is what's actually needed right now, nothing else. A predator, okay. And there is probably another. There is a tendency to so I actually prefer to have things inside, so what did I want to? Okay. So that needs things around the base will be changed multiple times. That is not going to be the end result in any way, so this is the first little come on. To be a level with the door. There's a little trick to it. I think I put that misaligned here. So it's not flattened enough. So I have it to one side. Oh, and now I have it to the other side as well. I'm going to leave that for now because that's probably a place where I would expand anyway. So I'm going to need carbon, so that's I might as well pick up as I come across it. A lot of life here, but oh, it's unidentified. So there's more on this planet, but just for now, that should be fine. I need magnetized ferrite, so I have to go all the way. This part might be a little bit tedious to watch, but on the other hand, we all have to go through these things. We need to refine materials, build things, especially if we're following the missions. So it's quite minimal what I actually know. So that's for sure. But good thing with these is that we don't need any power to make them run. So this is what I can research. A little bit of alloy structures, stone structures and timber structures, and some cohabitation tech. It is not a lot, so they want me to explore the planet and find different things, which I do not disagree on, but because that's kind of what you do. actually kind of want. Is pretty much to sorry. The thing is, I don't have many nanites either, so that's just reality when you start playing. So and if you notice the instructions to do things, it actually gives you some help and hints how to activate different things on your multi-tool. And that's very helpful when you don't know how to play. So read. I know reading is hard, but it is at least one thing you can do. Apart from that, it is not so much you have to read to actually play. So I'm going to take all these and run through as well. Is 11 enough? So at this point you actually find out how naked you are. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, because you then know that you have to upgrade your equipment. But what you might not be aware of is the more naked you are, the weaker you are with whatever you run into. So until you get yourself equipped, I can only advise you to do minimal fighting, because there is no need that you actually get killed without reason. So go and find something, it said. So I'll go and find something. That's a plant. Not entirely what I need, but that's the predator. That can be dangerous, just saying. So actually going to stop certain things on the ship that I don't need right now. So I normally put things on the ship to sell, but this is not for selling, it's just for storing right now. Because I'll venture out on foot and see what I can find. So there's some cargo drops. Parfinium in the water. I think the cargo buried mineral formation. Let's go and see what that actually is. And I'm going to pick up a thing or two as I run around as well. Especially around carbon, because I know I need a ton of it. So I need to dig down to that, and I do that with my terrain manipulator. When we come down there, it's a glowing mineral. I have to change to the mining laser, and I get a glowing mineral. Then I can analyze it, and I get some crystal sulfide. Okay. Not, it's useful, but not at this point, to be honest. So what else can we find? Cargo drop, knowledge stone, some plants, buried cache. I'll go for that cargo drop the first time. Iron battery, that is very useful. That's something I don't like. Birds I haven't scanned, that's useful as well. Health container. I don't need that at this point, so I'm not going to leave it. No. So even though there's no hazards on the planet, I need to keep an eye on this, my life support, because that has to be up as well. If that reaches 0, then I start taking damage. So I found a species record and can analyze it, and that will turn it into nanites. Oh, that was okay. What else is around? Crystal sulfide. You can find that in most water water, so let's go and get the paraffinium. It's not really what I want right now, but now I'm finding it. It's something we need for repairs of ships. Well, we're not even found a ship yet, but we will at some point. And again, it's something we use a lot on repairs, so whenever we just come across it, take it. So, what else? Not much of what it actually told me to find, but it's kind of okay. That was actually what it told me to find, so that's where we will end. So, that's another thing which is good to know, is that hazardous plants always give oxygen, so and again, oxygen is one of the things you actually use quite a bit of, so yeah, I don't really need to pick up so much carbon at the moment, but believe me, we rather want to do it early than too late. Meaning that when you are in a situation where you need it, and if you don't have it, it's very annoying. These up that has both carbon and condensed carbon, because that is very useful. So data. I saw there was another one close by. Wow, close and close. Close is a relative term. Unfortunately, it used to be that paradise planets didn't have storms. That is unfortunately not true anymore. But if I want to protect myself, and I can see there is a relic, so I go underground because I know these live only in caves. And then when I'm underground, I'm actually protected against the environment. So now I'm in a cave. I just have to be careful because I have a tendency to come out and there is hazardous plants in the opening. Okay, that seems fine. And you can pick these up as well. They are not very valuable, but they will give you a little bit of money to start you off at least. It's always a good thing to check what the cobalt is together with. And sometimes you can find one which is not cobalt but valuable metal and valuable metal. So again, it's something we need from time to time. Okay, storm clearing. Do I need anything else in here? Don't think at this point, so where was my hole? It's there. I need to go up there. So I go in here, change to that again, and then just follow it to the buried technology module. So the only thing is, you just need to learn to take care of yourself, but when you have the terrain manipulator, it actually gives you an option. And options are always good to have. Going home to the base. Home. It's already turned into home. Oh, it's going to be home for a while, so that's actually not a wrong way of seeing it. Well, I kind of hate hazardous flora which attacks me when I can't see them. No more fuel on that. It's okay. I know I'm picking up a lot of carbon, but to be honest, I'm going to need a lot of carbon, so that's how it is, and you get that as you play. You find out which things are the most needed one and what can I do with them. So that's one place to actually go for. When you're out and about and it's safe to pick it up, playing on normal you will normally find relatively easy places where it is safe, but when you play on higher settings, it can be a little bit tricky sometimes, because pretty much any planet you meet will have sentinels. Some of them will be quite demanding. That's yeah, that's of course a choice. If you don't feel comfortable with that, don't do it. Some of us even run different types of challenges, which makes it even harder. Um, and the good question is always why? Why would you do that? Yeah, well, why would you? Maybe because it actually adds a little bit more to the game. You bastard. So just checking if there's something I have to put there for now. Yeah, this one, that's for selling, so that goes to the selling counter. This is for saving for later. Same with that, and that one I keep here. Yeah. So I'm starting getting a little bit of nanites. That's actually good, and I will get more. Much more. So notice my house is actually hanging out in the air. I prefer that for different reasons. One of them is if you don't come too often to those bases, then when they're hanging in the air, they are still clean. If you build them on ground, the environment might try to sneak in. So that one, that one, that one, and that one. That is a good place to start. So, if I want to build that, it takes metal plating and carbon nanotubes, which comes out of carbon. Yeah, I had one there, so let me go and get that. I placed my ship a little bit far away, but I'm not going to waste fuel moving it around for now. So these go down at the bottom. Those are sitting where to sell. Did I actually pick this up? Yeah. I suddenly doubted myself. I normally have a rule of thumb that I do it before I go out and venture around. So I picked the one up from the ship, but I forgot the other one. So I'm going to buy this, build this, because that's the only power I have at the moment. So and it's a good emergency one to have as well. So that's as I said, you might move things around at some point. So I'm going to connect this to that for now. I'm going to change that later, but so now I can use this, but I don't have any place to go, so I'm actually just leaving it as it is. This has something for me. Captain new base. I rather want it the other way, but that's because I like to see that there is a view. Upload base, then I get it with a picture. I might recognize it when I see it again. It's not always like that, but and you can change the name if you so wish. Hitfa base 1. then I have. So that's yeah. Let's upload that. That's what I can do right now. I will go and look for more things. However, now I want to fly up and visit the space station. Because that is what I find useful at this point. And I will get a telephone call when I go up in space, I believe. Investigate the space station. Where is the space station? There. It's only an hour away, so let's go for that. All this you get here with investigate the space station and all these things. If you play on abandoned mode, you don't get anything. Nothing. Nada. Sure. Yeah. Ask someone. I will advise that you choose someone which is walking around. This plus. That one is minus, so I'm not selling that. That's how I do things. Oh, there's someone walking around. So let's talk to him. Hello, little fella. See, this is what I mean. I have no clue what he's saying. Okay, then let's ask this guy. He might know more. They are not very polite here. They don't tell me anything. So one thing I tend to do is in the beginning of a game I talk to these guys, request dialect help so I can learn some words. none of these is really useful with the coax, but I take the mystery because that is all the words they don't really know. So then I would practice language skills. This is not going to work because they do not like you say their name. Oh, he actually gave me a standing. Up here we have the guild envoy. They are very important when you get standing with them. The better standing, the better things, and certain things are free, and certain is very discounted. So that is very important to get them up. You get that with the missions. So I will check the missions in when I go down again. I'm just trying to. There's certain things you can pick up on space stations as well. There you buy modules for your exocraft, for your ship. I'm not going to do that yet. There's someone I didn't speak to. So I'm learning a little bit more words. Still not very useful. So I don't have anything so I can actually talk to them. So yeah. Take the gig as well. It gives me a trade symbol, trade word, so that is useful. That is what they like to talk about. Trades. And he gives me some money. That's okay. I like getting money for free. And there is a Viking. And now I learned, is it 5 words? Yeah. So I get a milestone. That is good later.